Hey, what's going on guys, iHackersPro here, and welcome to step 2 of the Hackintosh project. So in this step, I'm going to be showing you how to partition your main primary hard drive, and this will enable you to keep your Windows operating system as well as running Mac as well. But if you are planning on wiping your entire system, then you can just skip to step 3, but I'm just doing step 2 today for the people who want to do it. So first off, you don't need the internet for this step. You just want to go into the search menu down the bottom. You're going to click disk mgmt.msc. Now bring up the disk manager, and it's kind of like disk utility for Mac, but it's disk management for Windows. And depending on how much files you have, it will take a while to load, but if it isn't that big, then I'm fairly sure it shouldn't take a while. It shouldn't take too far. So in here you can see all your drives. I'll show you here. As you can see, I have my operating system on 1, which is that one, which is local to C. As you can see there, it's healthy, it's 800 gigabytes. And on my other one, drive 2, I have nearly 200 gigs, and on my hard drive, we're just going to ignore that for now, but I just partitioned it and made another local disk G to make more space. So I'm going to show you how to partition your hard drive and create a third hard drive to store your data on. So I can just call this YouTube for now, but you will need to have administrator permission. So if you aren't the administrator, you want to make sure you get the password for that. But let's get on with it. So let's use YouTube for now, since that's 20 gig. And first off, you want to right click it and you want to click shrink volume. Now depending on how big this is and what's on it, it will take a while to load, but since it is primarily clean, then you don't need to worry about it. But in here is the most important part. So you want to make sure that you've entered the correct amount. So say I wanted to make a let's just make a 10 gigabyte file. You want to click 10,000, and it is in megabytes, not gigabytes, so you want to be very specific here. But if you want 10 gigs, then it's 10,000. You want 5 gigs, 5,000. You want 20 gigs, it's 20,000, vice versa, and so on. It will use some of this memory. So say you use 10 gigs, it will use about 200 megabytes of that to load the stuff on in order for the drive to work properly and stuff like that. But you will have a majority of your space still available. It's kind of like when you go out and buy a phone. It's 32 gigabytes, but it's already got all the pre-installed apps and stuff like that, so you only end up getting 28 gigabytes. Same story here. But you just want to click after that shrink, and once you've clicked shrink, it should come up down here as unallocated, and you want to right click on that and you want to click format, and then you just want to name it whatever you want to call it. You want to make sure it's an NTFS file, and you want to click perform a quick format. But if you are installing Mac, or you're just creating a secondary partition to your hard drive, for Mac users or Hackintosh users, you will need to allocate at least 20 gigabytes of this storage in order for the Mac to run. I should have told that at the start of the video, but not everyone's doing this, so you want to make sure that you've allocated at least 20 gigabytes, so that's 20,000 megabytes. But if you have already shrunk it down, don't worry about it. Just click onto the hard drive yet again and just shrink another 10 gigs if you already shrunk 10 gigs, and you should end up with 20 gigabytes of unallocated memory right here, somewhere near here. And you just want to format that into an NTFS file, and you should be good to go. So yeah, once you have shrunken it and formatted it, it should come up in here, as you can see here, and then we're ready for the next step. So this is step 2 of the Hackintosh project. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you can get the latest info on the next step of the Hackintosh project. But yeah, I will see you in the next video. Peace.